let's go ahead and get that going. So just going to give a general overview here. Couple of slides. You'll see this is fairly similar to some of the other softwares you've seen. We want to try to get everything on one page, make it nice and clean. Locations on the left, timescale across the top, creates a nice matrix for everybody. Go move on through here. This is the tax settings, and this is what makes setting up our tax plan in InTAKT so easy, is setting up those areas and zones, then setting up your tasks, and then your dates and durations. And that tax time formula is all built directly into this. So as you add areas and tasks and set your start date, that's going to calculate your end date and your duration based off of the holidays and work week that you have. So, and then this is what we call our work plan. This gets us into more of that detail. So you would have those high level, let's call them parent tasks, and then all of these subtasks could be built into here. And this allows you to kind of create those work packages for each one of those tasks in an easy, intuitive way. It's lightweight. This doesn't include logic. This is meant for more of the superintendents and foremen on the site to go in there and add their daily details. This is our zone map. So our zone maps, really easy to set up. If you go back to the text settings window, as you set up your areas and your zones, that sets up these sheets of paper and then blocks or objects that you can move around on that floor plan so that you can highlight the correct areas. Once you set that up, there's no linking, anything like that. All of the tasks will be linked to those objects. So it will basically do a timeline for you right here. You can either slide this, hit play, and do what you like on that. This one's probably one of my favorite. You know, one sheet for the entire facade of a building shows you where everybody is at for the entire job. So really lightweight, easy to use, but gets you out of coloring your PDFs. You can put your crayons and colored pencils away and have this set up for you day one. As far as reporting, you know, we do what we call clean handoffs, similar to PPC, but it actually goes to a metric that you're always striving to hit 100%. We like it because it's more about continuous improvement and working to get to perfection, which we know we'll never get to, but is really the goal, right? So, and we got variance by task, variance by reason, and then we can also do a roadblock log where we can add any issues that we have on the job, try to clear those before that work starts. So, all right, so this is my contact info, but I'm going to go back into the software here and kind of show you the live app. Go right here. Is everybody seeing the new screen here?
Yeah, looks good.
All right, perfect. I'm going to go into the demo project. Those are the screenshots I just showed you. A couple of things that I didn't talk to you about in the screenshots is actually our lock line. You can consider this lock line as a data date in a typical CPM schedule. And then this is kind of your look ahead line. So you can move this around, play around with that. But the lock tap progress, as you update each one of these tasks, it will move all the succeeding tasks right off the bat. You know, no recalculating. It's going to do it for you right away. And then you can lock that progress right here with this button, and then that will just progress that lock line. A couple of things on each one of these tasks. All of the logic which we call default logic, is really built out for you. So if I come in here and look at this, the plumbing, the mechanical, all of these ties are built out for you day one. And then you can customize and add any predecessors that you'd like. One thing that we did, because we knew CPM scheduling can be difficult, and for some reason, most of our CPM scheduling softwares haven't figured out how to eliminate logic loops. We've done that right here, where on the task that you're clicked on, it's going to make every succeeding task to the nth level transparent, so you cannot select those and create logic loops. So if you've ever been in a CPM schedule and created logic loops, it can be sometimes a nightmare to fix that mess. So we've eliminated that problem with the software here. Let's go through here. Let's go into the work plan. To add those subtasks is just as easy as coming in here, click a new subtask, type it in, and then add it in. You can look at every weekly work plan for the entire job right off the bat. One thing that's really nice about this is you can add these default tasks day one, so you can kind of set up those standard work packages. You would go into your task settings here, and you could go to this right here. You can see this one has subtasks on it where the other subtasks have not been added yet, but this one right here has subtasks, so you can build out those weekly work plans day one for the entire job. All right. Here's the zone map. I'll go into that facade that I showed previously, and this is what I'm talking about as far as the slider. So I can pull that across and see that on any given date throughout the project, or I can go ahead and hit play, and then it basically gives me a video or the parade of trades through the building. So, one of the things that we think, and everybody says this, right? But we designed this specifically for TAKT planning. It does have the ability in the back-end knowledge to add all of your CPM logic. But it's meant to be an intuitive software. We really built this for the superintendents, the foreman on site. Our thought is, why create a user manual? If you create a user manual, then more than likely your software is not intuitive enough to be used out on site. So I would call that a bug or a broken software if you needed that. That being said, we do have a ton of YouTube videos. So when you click on your profile picture up here in the upper right, you can go through all of our latest features, and these will be updated on, it's probably bi-weekly at this point, of everything. So these are quick little 2 to 3 minute videos to kind of get you going. So obviously we've got quite a few videos in here, so hopefully that helps everyone get going. Yeah, does anybody have any questions right off the bat here?
Let's see, nothing from the chat right now.
Okay. I will show you a few other things here then. We do have links between phases. So as Marco is talking, obviously you want to keep consistent takt time throughout a phase of work. As he was saying, conveyor belt. We agree with that, but then you also want to tie between those phases of work and connect let's call them different takt times or conveyor belts. So you can go ahead and tie that in. We know construction is not perfect. So basically we've created some of the, let's call it bad practices add that logic in there to make it real, right? And tie these different tasks into the schedule however you see fit. So that's what's nice about having some of that CPM backbone logic built into it. It's also compliant with most of your specifications as far as having to have a CPM schedule. We can actually export this out to a P6 XML, Microsoft Project XML, Excel. We have these PDF printouts right here where you can go ahead and customize how you want that to look. One of the cool ones on the work plan, actually. So if I go here, we can actually print this out, and we've designed this. It doesn't look exactly like it does in the tool, but we designed this so that it's basically a sheet of paper that everybody folds up, throws in their front pocket, walks out into the field, and has with them at all times. So this is really designed for those superintendent, those foremen, and gets the plan in everybody's hand, even if they don't want to open it up on their phone. So here's our clean handoffs. These are reports. You can dive into each one of these, pop back to the schedule, however you want there. Here's our variances by tasks, variances by reason, like we showed previously, and roadblock log. One thing to show you on the schedule view of the roadblocks, to see those pop up visually as little caution signs right here. So if I click on that, that's going to show me that I have a roadblock here, and this one's active. And actually, if I go in here to edit this, it's going to basically highlight all of the tasks that this specific roadblock affects. And I could do the same thing for this one here. And look at this, and this one's affecting all 3 of those tasks, so you can see that there. We do have more of these tools that you can start editing this. You can copy, you can link in sequence, you can unlink all selected logic. You can link to the same predecessor. This really makes it easier to build it out on more of that, let's call it not as clean tax software. We just created this new one where we can duplicate a link throughout the phase. This is one that I'd implore you to go watch, but basically if I come in here and I link this task to this task here as a predecessor, you can duplicate that link throughout that phase of work. So it's going to apply it to all of those succeeding instances that you have those 2 tasks. So we do have some filters here. You can go ahead and add any filters based off a date range, phase, area, zone, task, subtask, tags, responsible person, roadblock, reason for variance, units, and checklists. So yeah, a ton of features in here. But again, on the surface, this is meant to be super simple. Anybody can get into it and start using it. But it does have those more advanced features in the background. So as you start diving into it more and playing around with it, you're going to see how you can maneuver and adjust your schedule. So, all right, that's all I've got. So,
okay,
appreciate it.
Thank you, Jordan. Excellent presentation, and for you as well. With the limited time, I think it was a good overview, and people have your information, and you can also write in the chat like everyone else, and so everybody has your info and any links you want to share. So thank you.